So this popped up on my YouTube today that Hilton is closing its Oakland Airport Hotel. And look at these people in the street, support our shops. So I'm looking at this and it says more than 200 businesses shut their doors to protest rising crime in Oakland, California. This picture was taken in September 26, 2023. Hilton plans to close its Oakland Airport Hotel after nearly 60 years. This is what's happening in our country. I was watching Michael Bordenaro yesterday. He's in Rockland, Illinois right now for his sister's wedding. He has a good YouTube channel. You might want to check it out. And he was walking through the mall that he grew up in, and most of the stores are shuttered. There's hardly any traffic in the mall. There were hardly any people walking around in the mall. So we have serious problems, you guys. The rising crime is making things worse. The inflation and the rising crime. So all these businesses are starting to close. Sure, there are areas in the country, things are booming. If you go to Fashion Valley Mall in San Diego or UTC Mall, there's still people with money that are shopping. Miami, places where you have a lot of tourism or places that are a little wealthier. But a lot of the country is being hollowed out, even big cities losing to crime. And of course, they didn't address any of that in the debates. I'm going to make a separate video on the debates. But there are some real problems here. And why is no one doing anything about it? Especially, I cannot stand Newsom. That's another story. California governor signs Budget Act, declares fiscal emergency. Now, some of that is because California income is very cyclical because we depend so much on the income taxes from the rich people because we have a cap on property taxes. We have budget problems, but no one's addressing any of this. And that was the main problem in the debate yesterday. They weren't addressing anything, talking about the real issues and how they were going to solve it. But I'm going to make a separate video about the debates either later today or tomorrow, because before I do that, I'm going to watch the real debate. TheRealDebate.com, that one that included Kennedy. I want to watch that first before I give my summary. But this is just to get you guys off started this morning with some more downer news. People are like, my kids are like, Mom's a perma bear. Mom's a perma bear. Yeah, because I see the underlying foundation is crumbling. People are looking at the pretty building, the stock market's up. That has nothing to do with the foundation is crumbling underneath. It's like Michael Bordenaro makes videos about the HOA fees going up so much in certain areas in Miami because they've underfunded for their structural issues, okay? So you have these condos, these old condos, they still look fine, you can still live in them, but they have these structural problems that you don't see. And now there's a law that they have to fund to meet their structural requirements. And the bills are super high. But, no one's seeing that. I'm assuming it has to do with water damage or rust or crumbling foundations, close to being to the water and the sea air. You don't see that. And that's why I'm a perma bear, because I see that with our economy. Our foundation is crumbling. It's like when they did the lockdown. I'm like, this is not going to be good. Telling businesses to shut down, printing all this money, telling people to stay home, putting masks on kids. This is going to be bad. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. I'm not a rocket scientist, but I'm like just a common sense person. So all this crime is bad. Bad for businesses. Like, why are they allowing all this crime? That's what I want to know. It makes no sense. I need to go for a run, but why do you think they're allowing all this crime? Why are they allowing this crime to go on? Because it's destroying businesses that are there. It's not like you're helping people. It's not like you're like, oh, we're going to help these people because we're going to let them steal. It's not helping anyone. I was in Portland, was it a year or two ago? Walking around downtown, I was shocked. That's the first time I actually saw this in real life. Walking in downtown Portland, right across this bridge, like that was once the hub of economic activity. and all the buildings were shuttered, and all these homeless, drugged out people were walking around, and I was walking through it, and they were so drugged out they were not like dangerous, but I was like, am I safe here? It was in broad daylight in the downtown Portland. And when I got back to my upscale hotel, which was like close to this historic hotel, I looked it up on the map, and apparently this was the worst area of Portland. But I was just on a walk to go to this coffee shop, because in the hotel they had this coffee that I really liked. I'm like, I'm going to walk to this coffee shop where they get this coffee to have like a Portland experience. And I went through this, and I was thinking, it's such a shame to have destroyed this economic hub where people would shop. People could work, people could shop, people could congregate, they could walk. And they've emptied out these buildings and left the streets to these homeless people. Like, that's not kind. That's not helping anyone. That's not helping them. I don't get why they allowed it. In the name of let people do what they want, let these people go off and do their drugs at home. Why do you have to destroy society? I just don't understand. Like, help me understand. Help me understand. I am here for the comments. I want to understand why they're doing this. Help me understand, please.